I'm Mfundzi Ngubeni, the premier candidate of Gauteng. I'm with Hluphi Khafani. She's Action SA Youth Forum chairperson. So yeah, my day started as a normal campaign day. We were campaigning in Orange Farm from in the morning around 10 o'clock with all our activists and the councillors who are deployed there. We also had Ronin as well, obviously coming to amplify our campaign. He normally does that with pulling the trailer and with sound as well, and on this day his generator was not playing ball, and we tried, but it didn't work. And I said to him, look, you know what, Hluphi has offered us a generator in the past. Let me ask her whether the offer still stands, and maybe we can get a generator for you. We still have about 23 days to go, so we can't afford for Ronin to be driving around without sound coming from his speaker. So I spoke to Hluphi, and she graciously said, look, it's still there. You can come and fetch it when you are done, wherever you are. And I did. I spent a bit of time in Everton before I drove to Centurion, to Olivenhout, and that's where Hluphi stays. And I arrived there at around just after 6:30 maybe. And I could see there was a car following me, but you know what, I took it for granted. But I also said, let me see whether this car is actually following me. So I went around the street to see whether this car was actually following me. It disappeared, and I thought, okay, that's fine. And I parked at Hluphi's house. The generator was ready for me inside the yard, just at the gate. And she was assisting me to carry it and putting it in the bakkie, At that time, that's when the three guys walked to us, and they obviously had guns, and their instructions were very clear that they've been looking for me, and we must get into the car, both of us, Poor Hluphi, she didn't have her shoes on that time, on her shorts, and they drove away with us to some place that we don't know, and we got there maybe after an hour or so, after a very long drive, and they went into the bush with us, made us to lie on the ground facing down. We followed all the instructions that they were giving us, including asking for my bank cards, because Hluphi had nothing. She didn't have a cell phone. They took my cell phone, they took my bank cards, my laptop, which was in the car, my IDs, and my license, driver's license. So everything is gone. But what is important is that our lives were spared, and we are still here. We are able to tell the story. But most importantly, we are also able to take this lesson, reflect on it, and increase our resolve to really fix South Africa. And for me, as a provincial chair, I think I'm even more committed to fight crime in this province, working side by side with the SAPS, working side by side with our local police, working side by side with our crime wardens, as they call them, working side by side with our police forums and patrollers who are working extremely hard on the ground, saving our communities with nothing to expect. So it's a big fight. It's a huge fight. We don't know whether we'll be able to win it, but we need to make sure that the generation that comes after us do not experience what we have experienced. And I think Hluphi can speak further about the response that we got from the police. Because really it was terrible. I mean, you are then being left at no man's land. You don't know whether you should go south or not. It's late at night, but we managed to get help, and eventually we also get assistance from the police.
But before we got help, a police van actually drove past us. I have to highlight that. Yes. We tried to stop them, but they drove past. However, from my mom's experience at the police station, I know she got really frustrated. However, I believe the commissioner then made contact with the station commander, and that's when the matter was only then taken very seriously. From our point of view, mine especially, we don't want sympathy, and we are not special to anyone in this country. I think such cases, such matters should be resolved and taken seriously per case, not just us. So, however, the police officers who actually came to pick us up and those who have taken over the case, I do send greatest appreciation to them. They came this morning again, interviewed me, went through the statement, and came to my house where the incident actually took place and investigated further. So from us, we just hope that the law actually takes its course to the might of it, and these perpetrators actually get apprehended. So.